Five Ways to Kill a Man by Edwin. So I've asked you to comment on the following quote. The kind of poetry that excites me is the kind that comes closest to direct communication. The kind of communication that one can sometimes feel without words in a look or gesture. Is this that type of poem in your opinion? Why or why not? So just to touch on direct communication, please note that these are all times each stanza deals with a time in history where senseless killing has occurred. Brock also demonstrates how society has slowly become more, I'll use the word desensitized, throughout history. And I'll just use the news as an example. If there is a shooting or someone is killed senselessly, our news is so bombarded with these negative stories, and it's easy for people to become desensitized or not able to feel and really empathize for other people when we are exposed to these senseless acts frequently. So just something to think about. We're going to talk about the term desensitization later on when we do our novel study, The Hunger Games, but an important term to remember. So with time, killing has gotten more efficient with technology, and it touches on that in the last paragraph as well. So I guess the question is can you still feel and empathize for some of the stories, say, you see on the news, even without being able to see a news clip or react to other people's hurt emotions? Are you still able to empathize for other people, or have you become a little bit numb to the fact just that you've been overexposed to so much information? All right, so if you look at the 5 stanzas, the first one is the crucifixion of Jesus, and some quotes that indicate that's what they're talking about. That's what Brock is talking about, is carry a plank of wood, nail him to it, wearing sandals, a cloak. And depending on how much history or knowledge you have with the Bible, there are some other things in there that relate directly to the crucifixion, but those are the main ones that generally everyone should understand. Second stanza is medieval warfare. So length of steel, pardon me, pierce the metal cage, white horses, prince, castle, all indicate it's part of medieval. World War I is the third stanza. Blow gas at him. Ditches, black boots, bomb craters, round hats made of steel. Okay, so all of those dealing with the trench warfare of World War I. World War II is the fourth stanza. So aeroplanes, which is just airplanes, an ocean to separate you, land no one needs for several years. And the fifth stanza is present day senseless killing. So it's simpler. Killing today is simpler, direct, and much more neat. Okay, so for number 1 of the after reading, again, if you are choosing that the poet is effective, you're saying yes, he is effective, please explain why. If you're saying no, please explain why Brock is ineffective.